Snake, how much do you know about the U.S. Homeland Air Defense Network?
I don't know much about what goes on up in the sky. What I do know is that NORAD tracks Santa Claus on its radar.
What?
Nice
What
one.
are you talking?
I didn't know you were a comedian, too.
Huh? No, I'm serious. It's true, NORAD tracks his... Listen to me. Every December they set up a hotline and...
Okay, I get it.
He's real, I tell ya. He used to bring me presents and...
There's no way they just mentioned the NORAD Santa Claus thing. Today, we do the second battle with Peace Walker, and this is what we're going to go in with, right up there. We're going to go with the RK-47, the MG3, and the FIM-43. Just so, I love that I have this battle suit now, because I've always wanted 3 weapons. And I wonder how long I've had that and been able to take 3 weapons, because taking 3 weapons is the most optimal thing in this game. Since this isn't like every other Metal Gear Solid game and I can hoard weapons on me.
You've got to stop Peace Walker before she can launch her nuke.
Hold on, throw a chaff grenade.
One minute to launch. Self-defense systems online.
Oh, dang it.
Firing rocket launcher. Commencing ignition. 30 seconds to launch.
We're running out of time. It's about to launch. Hurry! It's gonna launch. Do something. We're too late. Look out!
10,
What am I supposed to do?
9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch.
I was like, I didn't even realize there was a timer.
Three, two, one. Launch.
Okay.
Snake, Peace Walker launched the nuke. It's all over.
Okay, so I can't go at this at my own pace. There's got to be something I wasn't looking at.
Self-defense systems online. 1 minute to launch. Firing rocket launcher.
Is it these?
Firing rocket launcher. Fire commencing re-ignition. 30 seconds to launch.
We're running out of time. It's about to launch. Hurry!
Firing rocket launcher.
It's gonna launch. Do something. We're too late. Look out!
10, 9, 8.
What? Okay. So...
You've got to stop Peace Walker before she can launch her nuke.
Firing rocket
It's
launcher.
gonna launch. Do something.
What do you want me to do? I need to be... Because I can't jump over the fence. Or even when I tear it down. Yeah, like I can't go that way. Wait. No, I can't even go up that.
We're too late. Look out!
This can't be right.
5,
What am I missing? All right, let's go with the sneaking. We'll do the RPG 2. Oh, we'll do that second. And then we'll do that. You only have a minute and 10 seconds. Minute and 20
You've got to
seconds.
stop people.
10, 9, 8, 7,
I'm very unsure of what you want me to do.
3, 2, 1, launch.
It's all over.
Yes. I get it. You're not telling me how to take it down with only a minute and 20 seconds. There's gotta be something that I'm not doing. See, I almost feel like the crane has something to do with it, but I can't, how am I supposed to climb that ladder? It just went through. I don't know.
It's gonna launch. Do something.
I don't want to look it up.
You've got.
There's gotta be something. What? What do you want me to do?
We're running out of time. It's about to launch. Hurry. It's gonna launch. Do something. We're too late.
Rocket launcher.
Oh God.
10, 9, 8.
Dang it.
Commencing re-ignition. 30 seconds to launch.
We're running out of time. It's about to launch. Hurry.
Oh, real? Did I really not do enough damage to that part? I had to do it to the... Whatever.
Face me. Jump engaged. Launching S-Mines. Flamethrower engaged.
Mother...
Firing trail missiles.
Jeez. Oh my god, I've got C4 out? I didn't bring the strike.
Firing trail.
Okay. Now that I know what to do, that is just absolutely stupid. Dude, yes, okay. Now I feel better. Yes, chap. Oh, motherfucker.
Face me.
Oh, shit.
Flamethrower engaged. Jump engaged. Firing rocket launcher.
Dang it.
Jump engaged.
I hate how easy it is to crouch. I need the ammo.
Firing trail missiles. Jump engaged.
Oh shit, that was right on top of me.
Jump engaged.
in the water.
Initializing nuclear launch. Launch angle set. Opening missile hatch.
You've got to stop Peace Walker before she can launch her nuke.
Oh, it's multi-phase nuke launch.
Switching to self-defense mode. Firing rocket launcher. Firing rocket launcher.
No, not the weapon I wanted to pull out.
Firing drill missiles. Firing drill missiles.
Dang it. Aww.
Firing drill missiles. Firing drill missiles.
Oh, dude, stop firing the drill missiles.
Firing drill missiles.
Come on.
Flamethrower engaged.
How am I supposed to dodge that?
Initializing nuclear launch sequence. Launch angle set. Opening missile hatch.
She's going back into nuclear launch mode. Stop her, Snake.
Firing rocket launcher. 1 minute to launch. Firing rocket launcher.
Come on. Yes.
Switching to self-defense mode. Jump engaged.
Oh,
Firing
yes.
rocket launcher. Firing rocket launcher.
Now this seems more like the final Peace Walker battle than the first one.
Jump engaged. 1 minute to launch.
You've got to stop Peace Walker before she can launch her nuke.
Firing rocket launcher.
Yes. We've got this. We've got this. We've got this.
Firing rocket launcher. Firing drill missiles.
Dang it. Nope, I'm not gonna get those.
Jump engaged.
Oh, dang it. Oh, come on. No, Snake.
Launching S-mines. Launching S-mines.
Get up, 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 get up.
Launching S-mines. Launching S-mines. Launching
Oh my god.
Launching S-mines. Engaged. Freeze.
Use the left stick to resist.
Oh! Oh, I'm out of supply markers.
Jump engaged. Launching S-mines.
Oh, come on now.
Firing trail missiles. Freeze.
We got this. Gonna use all of our weaponry.
Firing trail missiles. Launching S-mines.
Come on.
Trail missiles.
I've only got this.
Launching S-mines.
Only have 4 missiles left.
Jump engaged. EN pulse at maximum. Firing trail missiles.
I wish
Firing trail missiles.
I've got to wait till that electromagnetic thing is gone.
Launching S-mines. Firing trail missiles. Flamethrower engaged. Freeze. Jump engaged. EN pulse at maximum.
I don't think I got this.
Rocket launcher.
I got this at the very end. Come on, put your, like, your magnetic field away.
Trail missiles.
Oh, come on. So upsetting.
Jump engaged. Jump engaged. Red line rotor charging. Jump engaged.
Oh, I don't get to get up.
Red line rotor charging.
Oh my god.
Firing trail missiles.
Yep, I'm done.
Engaged.
Alright guys, see you back when I have more ammo. Oh my god. I hope I can be able to fucking get this. I'll just save the strike ones for who knows what, just in case. Alright, now I've seen my psych come into play, so we're gonna take Mate instead of the Fulton Recovery. And then I guess Cologne as well. Let's bring... Should we bring 2 RPGs? Be able to get 600 with the PKM. So let's go with that one. Let's see how many it takes with this one. It takes like more than... I was like, geez, it took a lot more with the RPG. Oh, okay, guys, we're back at 1 bar again, and we have plenty of ammo, so I think we're gonna be good. Oh, okay. We were literally just like 10 bullets. Oh my god, that boss fight. Once I learned what to do, it was epic. I enjoyed that boss fight very much. Besides not knowing to shoot that red thing at the very beginning, I was very pleased with it.
It stopped moving. Snake, you did it. You stopped the launch.
Huey, how's NORAD?
Not good.
BMUS continues to track the targets on radar.
DSP satellite status is green. Still assessing as reliable.
Chairman of the Joint Chiefs, a representative of the Secretary of Defense and
Don't
Congress
believe
have
him!
arrived at
Don't believe him! He's got
NMCC.
red! He's got a red file.
Damaged the drive system. The data uplink's still intact.
We've got 1,500 Soviet ICBMs crossing the North Pole. Target region is confirmed as the west coast of the United States.
Go to DEFCON 2. Prepare to launch ICBMs.
How do I make it stop?
Peace Walker is a fully autonomous system. Unlike the other machines you fought, its command authorities are all located inside its cerebrum, the mammal pod.
We've got to stop the mammal pod. I don't have the abort code either. Coldman was the only one.
Snake, destroy the AI inside the mammal pod.
The inner barrier protecting the mammal pod is designed to be as strong as a bomb shelter.
What's it gonna take to get through?
I guess an atomic bomb will do it.
You trying to be funny?
No, I'm telling you, that armor was designed to withstand a nuclear war.
We can't get through to the president. The decision is on us.
Oh, is this another, like, super long cutscene? The last time this happened, it was a super long cutscene. I don't want to press anything. I don't want to mess it up. I think it may be the PS3 itself. Uh-oh. So it didn't... Fuck, guys. I was trying to look on YouTube, on Google and see if I can find some reason why. We'll come back to this cutscene. I'm sorry. I'll somehow splice it together. Alright everybody, I couldn't get the cutscene to fully load, so I found a YouTube. Shout out to you can't see me. Shout out to Kefka Production, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, the movie, HD full story. Because I couldn't find a fix. It's not working. So we're gonna watch this.
You trying to be funny?
No, I'm telling you, that armor was designed to withstand a nuclear war.
We can't get through to the president. The decision is on us.
You can't be serious.
There's no way I'm gonna wipe out the human race.
This is the president's call.
There's no time for that. We need a decision now.
Huey, call NORAD. We have to tell them the nukes aren't real.
I'll give it a shot.
Forget the order of succession. If we're all going to hell, let's take those bastards with us.
We have 12 minutes to impact, sir.
May God have mercy on our souls.
Jesus. Coldman guessed wrong. They're gonna go through with it!
The platform sustained a lot of external damage. All we need is some pressure.
Pressure?
Sink it in the lake. With that much water pressure, even the tiniest crack should be enough to flood the innards. The AI pod is a mass of highly sensitive electronics. Short the contacts and the signal will stop.
How much does that thing weigh?
500 tons.
It's hopeless. We can't move that thing.
Get NORAD on the phone.
Incoming MIRV warheads have separated.
Estimated time to impact now, 11 minutes.
sir. We've got a call.
The president?
No, sir.
Then who?
He,
Spit it out!
he claims to be Big Boss. Big Boss? Patch him through.
Mr. Chairman, I'll get straight to the point. Cancel the retaliatory strike now.
What?
The radar blips you're seeing are all fakes. No one's launched any nukes.
How do you know?
The launch data is fake, part of an experiment that leaked. You weren't supposed to receive it. Your radar is showing missiles that don't exist.
If you're lying, then we've got 10 minutes till we're toast. We have to retaliate or more Americans die.
The experiment was planned and executed by the CIA station chief in Central America.
Then put him on!
He's dead. I can give you his name, though.
We need more than the authentication code you gave the switchboard. We need proof you're actually Big Boss. Do you have any?
All right. If you know the name Big Boss, then maybe you were there at the ceremony when I received the title from President Johnson.
Indeed I was.
We don't have time for this bullshit!
Hold it! Let's hear him out. You were saying?
At the ceremony, the DCI tried to shake my hand. I refused. What happened in that room is classified, top secret. Only a handful of people would know.
He's making it up! Don't listen to him!
Wait! Why did you refuse to shake his hand?
Because I knew where my loyalty belonged.
Everybody, listen to me. Those Soviet missiles are fakes.
What? You're actually going to believe him?
He's right. This is some sort of commie trick.
No, it's the real Big Boss. Trust me.
How can you know for sure?
Because I was the Army Chief of Staff back then, and I was standing right next to the DCI when it happened. I saw everything.
Oh.
You saved us all, Big Boss. We'll stand down the alert.
Thank you.
When we meet again, I hope you'll shake my hand. Oh! What are you doing?
Sorry, Chairman, but we are not standing down.
Damn it!
Those worthless sacks of...
Wait.
Jack. It's opening. She's calling to you.
Destroy the mammal pod and the data will stop flowing.
Please.
Stop her.
I've been waiting, Snake.
Okay, so he did believe him. The guy, he was, oh my God. The way it connects is so crazy. I can't believe the reason why he believes us was because he was there that day when we got the title of Big Boss. Oh my God. And we couldn't even get in there. So like, I'm surprised. I understand now, like the boss was calling out to us, which is why we were able to even get in there in the first place. Man, you guys will understand this when you're watching, because obviously when I introed it, this cutscene wasn't working, but I'm trying to figure out why. You're going to see me try to figure out why we're doing what we're doing, but it makes sense now. It makes total sense. All right. The present me is going to go back and continue playing the game.
I've been waiting, Snake, for a long time. Waiting for your birth, your growth, and the finality of today.
Boss.
I didn't raise you and shape you into the man you are today, just so we could face each other in battle. A soldier's skills aren't meant to be used to hurt friends. So then, what is an enemy? Is there such thing as an absolute timeless enemy? There is no such thing, and never has been. And the reason is that our enemies are human
dude, I don't know what I'm...
They can only be our enemies in relative terms. The world must be made whole again. The philosophers must be reunited. I will devote my skills to that purpose, and with the Colonel's money, I will achieve that end. Just as I once created the Kotas. They are my family. I may no longer be able to bear children, but I still have a family.
Oh shit, the AI is going crazy.
Kill me now.
I'm trying. I'm trying, boss.
Shall we walk through the raining plane of space? I may no longer be able to verify. It is equal to 3.25.
No, it's not.
7.88.
The rainy plain of Spain. What? About 3 what? This is like some of the same stuff that the AI said in MGS2. I was waiting a little bit just to see if something would happen, but I was like, oh, I don't think anything will happen.
Valid data regions. 0. Exit all done.
It stopped.
The data uplink's bypassing the mammal pod.
Put down the gun! Come to your senses, man! The fate of the world, the fate of the Earth is at stake here! Why? I don't understand. Answer me! Tell me why! Answer me!
6 minutes remaining.
Wait. Authority rests with me now. I'm ordering a retaliation! No! Don't! It's the end of us all!
Who gives a damn? I'm not gonna sit here and die like a dog! If the Russians are gonna kill my family, destroy my country, I'm taking them with me!
You see now, Chairman. Deterrence is just a fool's dream! Why? Why won't it stop?
Sometimes the body continues to live even after the brain is damaged. The boss AI isn't doing this. I think it's something rather more primitive.
Reptile has taken up Mammal's dying wish.
No. Stop it. Don't just sit there. Stop it!
What? We missed so much. We missed so much. We have to go back and watch that cutscene. Alright guys, I'm gonna watch the cutscene, splice it into there. It'll be a normal reaction to everything, and then yeah, you won't even notice anything. Won't even notice anything. Obviously you'll notice like, hey, it paused. I tried to figure out what's happening. It fixed. Got a C, okay. Didn't get a D or an F. I don't think I've gotten a D or an F in anything. What? Okay, the pink. I thought I was shooting the hell out of the pink, but I guess not. Dude, we're never gonna get a Metal Gear. Oh, power unit Zeke. All right. So we need to shoot the pink stuff. Leg parts. Power unit cannot be installed without walk unit first. Yeah, that's what I thought. No one else is getting R&D, so we'll put you there. Nice. We just get a bunch of combat people. Yeah. You got a bomb box? Okay, boring. What did we get? Spicy curry. This one, I'm not too sure if we're gonna get. Because it's got a tank and no mechs on our side. Ooh, come on, what did we get? 12 gauge shotgun bullets. Hoorah. A Peace Walker Battle 3. Oh my god.
Snake, you have to stop that data from being sent.
Okay, nothing about this mission. Any new stuff from you guys? So I'm not gonna get backlogged again. Nope, nothing from them. All right, we're gonna keep with the same stuff because I'm not too sure what we're gonna be doing. Oh, dude, that's loud. All right, so this is the reptile brain.
Snake, you have to stop that data from being sent.
Okay, so that must be... What, I just have to... Is there anything specific I need to be doing? And I can't... Is this all I'm doing? It's just literally destroying. Yeah, I guess that's it. I guess that's all I have to do. Come on. How are we getting it into the water?
170 seconds. 165 seconds. 160 seconds. 155 seconds. 150 seconds. 105 seconds.
What? What's going on? Hello?
That song.
Boss, is that you?
How in the...
A ghost in machine? She's drowning herself to mission.
Look!
It's functional compensation. When the human brain is damaged, sometimes it recovers over time. Other parts of the brain take over the functions of the damaged parts. Mammal and reptile were patterned after different parts of the human brain. When those parts were assembled together into one, they must have become capable of functional compensation.
Her memories remained with her. Is this her answer? The song.
It's clearly not thinking rationally. It's not using its head. It's using its heart.
This is the fate she chose for herself.
She wanted it to die. She wanted us to kill her. You brought her back to life and she was like, I can't do that.
The boss's innocence has been proven. Do you hear it, Snake? Do you hear the boss's song?
You saw it, didn't you? When you went to space, that there's beauty outside of battle.
When did we go to space?
At last, I understand. In the end, it was you who put down your gun and chose instead to sing. They can all hear you. I know they can. And your will shall surely live on. That's what you wanted. So much that you gave up everything you had. But you couldn't achieve it. Isn't that right? And still, all you can do is sing. There's no peace to be found anywhere. And so, we can only keep on hoping. Hoping for the illusion we call peace.
He gave up the bandana. No. He gave it up. In time, all standing armies must be totally abolished. Immanuel Kant, Perpetual Peace, Chapter 1. That's it? Alright, well, what a game, guys. I mean, obviously there's still gonna be, like, other stuff after the credits, but I'm very... The story was amazing. I'm very interested on, like, they definitely want you to replay those missions a shit ton of times to get better scores and everything like that, because how else are you going to build Metal Gear Zeke? How else are you going to fill out every single, like, min-max the base? I'm pretty sure I didn't even completely fill out the base. I'm pretty sure I would just pick this up in, like, in the off time just playing it, trying to get not better scores really, but just trying to get and build more achievements, because I want to build out Metal Gear Zeke. I want to build out the base. And I want to complete all of the outer ops things. Dedicated and loving memory of Project Ito. Wonder what Project Ito was. November 24th, 1974, the U.S. and Soviet Union agree on framework of SALT II treaty. Treaty limits the number of strategic delivery vehicles, Side 2400, among former President Prime Minister Japan Ichiko, the three non-principals, Nicaragua government representative, former President Costa Rica figures amidst collaborating with CIA. The Ho Chi campaign fell. Sozo 19 Apollo 18 dock in orbit. FSLN assassinated following year. Soviet Union invades Afghanistan in 79. Dr. Emery becomes a father as his name saying how. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read. The Berlin Wall falls November 1895. 94, the Costa Rican government persuade Panama to abolish the military. Okay. Year before I was born. To be continued in Chapter 5, Outer Heaven. Okay, so we still have Chapter 5. Kaz is Robin Atkin Downs. Okay, Tara Strong. Ray DeLise, Huey Christopher Randolph. Okay, Ava, the end was there? Okay. Did he talk? I don't remember the end being in the game. I can see now why they originally wanted this to be Metal Gear Solid 4. So I do know that fact. They did originally want this to be Metal Gear Solid 4. It is a great wrap-up to... Because the first two games focus on Solid Snake and him. And the second two games would have focused on Big Boss. But now with what is actual Metal Gear Solid 4, we have a trilogy with Solid Snake. And now we have a duo, a sequel, a two-game series with Big Boss as the protagonist. So obviously we have to finish, there's to be continued in Chapter 5, because we stopped the nukes, but then what happened? I'll make sure to turn down the music, but do we just end up going into like all the behind the scenes stuff from now until Metal Gear Solid 1? Because I was maybe hoping for the end of this game to directly, or maybe like a 5 to 10 year period between, because you'd be like, oh, there was 5 or 10 years of war or Cold War espionage, whatever, between when this game ended and Metal Gear Solid 1. But nope, we're still missing some stuff, I feel like. Damn, look how large Kojima's production staff was. Personal assistant to Mr. Kojima? I wonder what that job would entail. What does the Monster Hunter series have to do with? And Assassin's Creed 2 staff? What? What did those two... Leave comments down below what those two production staffs have to do with this game. Maybe there were some DLC characters that I just didn't get. Produced and directed by Hideo Kojima. His name is always the last one, I think, except for number 3 or 2. There was one game his name was not last. And I said, I bet he fought hard to try to get it to be last.
Snake, you still here? Come on. Let's go back.
I'm not going back.
Huh?
I'm done.
Snake, you don't mean...
I'm done looking for the truth.
What are you saying, Snake?
I was wrong.
Come on, boss. Everybody's waiting for you.
She betrayed me, Kaz.
She what?
In the end, she put down her gun. And when she did, she rejected her entire life up to that point, including me.
What do you mean?
In giving up her life, she abandoned everything she was as a soldier.
And you consider that betrayal?
I won't make the same choice as her. My future is going to be different.
Then?
Yeah, that's right. From now on, call me Big Boss.
He wanted to be called Snake so bad. The whole game. Just for in the end, he finally accepted that he is Big Boss. The illusion of peace. You received co-op's comm message. Yeah. Okay, so we still have chapter 5 to complete. Interesting.
Got a sec, Snake?
What's up?
It's about Paz. You know she doesn't have any family. She got a scholarship thanks to Zadornov and was living at the dorms, but he was KGB. All signs are her scholarship came from the KGB too. Even if they let him go, she's not going to be seeing any more money.
It wouldn't have been much anyway.
So, I was wondering, what about letting her stay here for a while?
What does she think?
She says she wants to help out. It would only be temporary. She's still in shock. Right now, no one understands her better than we do.
Okay, but Kaz, don't take your eyes off her.
What do you mean?
It won't be easy getting used to this kind of life.
I know, Snake. I'm not trying to turn her into one of us. You should talk to her yourself later.
Okay.
And, Dr. Strangelove wants to come too.
Strangelove?
Well, she's out of a job now, and she'd have a problem returning to England. You can talk to her.
True.
Anyway, you don't need me to tell you how good she'd be for R&D.
Okay. So we get Paz and we get Dr. Strangelove. Well, now. Wasn't Paz... Well, until she got kidnapped. But now she's actually joined. We can put her to work. Vladimir... Oh, we've brought Vladimir in as a prisoner? Okay. Alright, put you in the R&D. We'll put you 34 or 40. Put you in the mess hall. No, because we keep losing that. Do we have what's our mechs at for health? Ooh, not good. So we're not gonna do that yet. Okay, so we have another Fulton recovery. Okay, a date with Paz. I'm not too sure about that, but a date with Paz. Let's do the other two first, and then we'll do a date with Paz.
Let's get this mission started. Complete the mission and...
All right, this is what I really wanted. Queen Bee.
By the way, Kaz, who do you think's our Queen Bee?
Good question. I was thinking maybe Paz.
I was thinking Strangelove.
Well, I can see that. Or maybe Cecile.
On second thought, I might go with Amanda.
How about this, Snake? We'll have an army of Queen Bees.
Sure. Why not?
What the fuck are they talking about? That is the most random conversation.
Can you believe the CIA and KGB were actually in cahoots?
Never thought I'd see that at the station chief level. But I'd heard stories of operatives in the field being on friendly terms.
Seriously?
Most espionage takes place in political hotspots, as you'd expect. But there aren't that many of those kinds of places, especially in a small country. Hang around long enough, and you're bound to run into fellow spies. Like it or not. You start saying hello, and soon enough you're eating dinner together.
Strange bedfellows, huh?
Well, I don't know about that. At any rate, this kind of fiasco is what happens when spies get too familiar. Hard to believe, but some people will betray anyone and anything if it suits their interests.
The strength of HUMINT is in its appeal to human emotions.
HUMINT?
But its weakness is in its susceptibility to those same emotions. That's why the tide in the intelligence world is shifting towards SIGINT, a network of cold, digital data, where feelings are irrelevant.
A great leader.
Hey, Snake, I've been thinking. Maybe Che couldn't find a place for himself outside the battlefield either.
How so?
He led the Cuban Revolution to victory. That's quite an accomplishment. He could have called it quits there and nobody would have blamed him. But he left behind a loving family and a cabinet post to plunge back into the struggle. First in the Congo, then in Bolivia where he met his end.
You're overthinking things. Che went back to the battlefield because he was needed there. Read his farewell letter, then you'll understand.
Some say he was too idealistic to fit in with the government.
Too many scruples, most likely.
Maybe so. But I still can't help thinking the reason you look up to Che is because you see something of yourself in him. You left your country behind and plunged into battle. You wander from one battlefield to another, going wherever you're needed.
Che was a revolutionary as well as a warrior. He took up arms to fight for his beliefs. I don't do what I do for any ideology. I'm a warrior. Nothing more.
Nothing less.
Okay, boss. You're right. Just wanted to see how we stacked up against a real hero.
Oh, more about himself. Special items.
Snake, the R&D team came up with something new.
What's this?
It's a cardboard tank. It's got enough room for 2 people. Same as any other cardboard box. Apparently the guy in front drives, and the guy in back is the gunner.
Hold on, Kaz. Who the hell came up with this thing?
I'm sorry, boss. He meant well, I swear. I know it's nowhere as good as a real tank, but still.
It's brilliant!
Huh?
The perfect synthesis of stealth and attack power. Compact, elegant design. The finest example of a weapon I've ever seen. Seriously, Kaz, I need to meet the guy who made this. I want to shake his hand.
You serious? Snake, look at it.
It's a masterpiece, in every sense of the word. You don't agree?
No,
What is that? A tank? I like it.
Paz?
I hate tanks, but this one I think I could get used to. I love that it's a zero-emissions vehicle. It will not hurt the forests of Costa Rica.
What?
Nice work, Kaz. I see I made the right choice making you second in command.
But is there something wrong with me?
Yeah, you're not excited about a cardboard tank. Jeez, Kaz, get it together.
March 10th, 1945. 381,300 cluster bombs were dropped on Tokyo. Japanese houses at the time were almost all made of wood. In that single day, 1/3 of Tokyo burned to the ground. My mom lost her family and home in that raid.
What a drastic, what a 180.
And live with her cousin. The B-29s kept on coming, razing other major cities throughout Japan without mercy. Then, in August, they dropped atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and Japan surrendered to the United States at last. After that, Yokosuka was flooded with American soldiers come to occupy the country. My mother was still in her mid-teens, and she learned from her cousin how to survive in that town, by servicing the troops. That's how she met my father, and how I was born. My father was an officer serving with the government section of Allied GHQ under General Whitney. Whitney was known as MacArthur's shadow, and my father rode his coattails to a pretty high rank. While he was in Japan, he treated my mom like a wife. After he went back to the States, though, she never heard from him. I wasn't born until after he went back. My mom raised me as a single mother. She used the money my father left her to open a shop selling cigarettes and stuff to occupation troops. It was a decent living, but I didn't have citizenship. They're working to change the law now, but back then if your father was unknown, you couldn't get onto the Japanese family register. And in Japan, that means you can't be Japanese. So as I watched the American soldiers around town, I said to myself, I'm a son of America, the victor. My hair and eyes were different from the skinny, downtrodden Japanese around me. I told myself I'd leave this country someday and return to my true homeland. When I was around 10 years old, my mom fell ill, pretty much leaving me to run the shop in her place. One day I found a single picture of my father in the back of a drawer in the shop. I'd show it to the American soldiers who came into the store. A few years went by before one of them told me who he was. I know him, that's Miller. I started asking other guys, do you know where Miller is now? Can anybody tell me where Colonel Miller is now? Turns out he'd left the service and was making a living as an instructor for soldiers in Virginia. It was one of his students who finally told me that. I wrote him a letter in English. I'm your son. I want to go to the United States. Day after day I waited. Then just when I was about to give up, the post office delivered my future to the door. My father sent me some money. I thought my dream was going to come true. I was only thinking of myself. So I went to my bedridden mother and convinced her to let me go. My father arranged for a car to pick me up. It was jet black. When the neighborhood kids who'd always made fun of my hair saw it, their jaws practically hit the ground. I put my mom in a hospital and went on my own to America. When I met my father for the first time, he was living alone in a big house. He told me he'd lost his son, his American son, in Vietnam. He showed me a picture of my older brother. I guess that and his divorce left my father feeling lonely, which is probably why he finally took an interest in me. He'd retired from teaching. He was stooped over, could hardly walk, but he gave me two things: the name Miller and money for school. I used it to learn English and then go to college. America was exhausted from years of fighting in Vietnam. They were waging war in a foreign land, while at home, people were screaming for peace. Right after I graduated, I went back to Japan, alone. My father refused to see my mom. It was the first time I'd seen her in years, and she wouldn't even look at me. At first, I thought she was mad at me, but that wasn't it. Disease had taken her mind. A disease she got while she was young and desperate. She didn't even know who I was. I said, Mom, it's me, Kazuhira. As I spoke, the sound of my own voice rang in my ears. Katsuhira, the name my mom gave me. It means peace in Japanese. I was Japanese. At least, I was the son of this tiny Japanese woman. It was then, for the first time, that I understood the reason, the emotion that inspired my mother to give me that name. She'd watched her hometown and family go up in flames. Her body and her mind were ravaged by war. And yet she chose to have a child named Peace, with a man who was once her enemy. Japan lost the war. But what good is war as a measure of a country? Since the war and up until the oil shock last year, Japan's economy has grown every single year. It's on its way to becoming a stronger country than ever. I stayed in Japan and joined the JSDF. I was 22 at the time. I did it to pay our bills. But it wasn't just that. I could have found work anywhere. And I knew it. And still, I couldn't think of anything else to do with myself. 2 years later, I didn't have to worry about Mom's hospital bills anymore. I left the JSDF and went back to the States. My father was already dead and buried. I was told he'd shot himself in the head. America crushed Japan, but it also crushed my father. My American dream was over. After that, I drifted around and, well, you know the rest. GHQ made women like my mother. It made Japan's peace constitution and the JSDF. And it made me. I was spawned by war, but I don't want to die in one. I won't die for a country, and I won't live like a pauper. I won't have my fate decided by some family register. So as long as I stick with you, boss, I've got a good feeling none of that will happen.
Bro, Miller, your story's fucked up. That's horrible, man. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Professor Galvez was a KGB spy? I thought he helped me out of genuine concern for Costa Rica's future.
You didn't know.
How could I? Believe me, Snake. He introduced himself as a peace researcher at the university. He had an office and credentials and everything.
They're masters at creating cover personas. They think of everything. ID papers, jobs, sometimes even families. Don't feel bad you didn't see through it.
But you did?
From the first time we met.
I was about to say I
Wish you
knew
had told me.
something.
Sorry. I didn't know if it'd be right. You might have gotten mixed up in things you shouldn't.
That is impressive, though. Sizing him up at a single glance.
He reeked.
Reeked?
He had this unmistakable air about him. The air of someone who's been given a mission and will see it through no matter what. Like me. I could just smell it.
That is amazing, Snake.
I'm just kidding. It was his prosthetic hand. Why would a professor from a peace university need a tool for assassination?
She's like, oh my god, I'm such an idiot. How could I have not seen it? Yeah, the big red hand, the big red evil hand.
I have a favor to ask you, Snake.
Name it.
I want you to give me a job here. I want to help out.
You sure? You just went through a hell of a time. You should probably take it easy until you're settled.
Thank you. But there must be something I can do. You would not want me near a gun. But I am a decent cook.
Now there's a skill we can use.
Put me on the mess hall team. I think I can
Oh,
handle
I chose right.
Once I
I'm
get
good I
used to
chose
it.
that.
I will even add in some Costa Rican recipes.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright. Amanda, you got anything new? Nope. Chico? Huey? Okay, Huey's got something new. Cecilia. And obviously Strangelove.
Nuclear deterrence means preventing the use of nuclear weapons in conflicts between states. But what about other situations?
Like what?
Terrorism has been on the rise in recent years, from separatist movements to far-left extremists. What would happen if nuclear weapons fell into terrorists' hands? Without a state, that is, without territory of their own, the chances of having nukes used against them are slim. They have no reason to fear a nuclear strike. Conversely, they have no reason to hesitate to use nukes against their adversaries.
You've got a point. All the ICBMs and strategic bombers in the world amount to nothing against a terrorist group.
Right. Of course, this is all still hypothetical. Countries keep their nukes under tight watch. There's no immediate danger of terrorists getting their hands on them. But the day may come when the proposition of nuclear terrorism makes nuclear deterrence theory a dead letter.
Nuclear terrorism. Interesting.
That'll be the day, right? What about Peace Walker? Oh, jeez, there's a lot on Peace Walker.
Snake, how much do you know about the U.S. Homeland Air Defense Network?
I don't know much about what goes on up in the sky. What I do know is that NORAD tracks Santa Claus on its radar.
What?
Nice
What
one.
are you talking?
I didn't know you were a comedian, too.
Huh? No, I'm serious. It's true, NORAD tracks his... Listen to me. Every December they set up a hotline and...
Okay, I get it.
He's real, I tell ya. He used to bring me presents and...
There's no way they just mentioned the NORAD Santa Claus thing. There's no fucking way. Why did they do that? There's no way.
Okay, Snakey. As all good little boys know, keeping tabs on Santa Claus is a very important job for NORAD. But they also have another mission. The one they were created for. And the system they set up for that has been hijacked by Coldman.
You mean Peace Walker's fake data transmissions?
NORAD's early warning system is composed of DSP satellite-mounted infrared sensors and an array of surveillance radar stations across North America. The network sends out warnings to NORAD at Cheyenne Mountain, where the data undergoes human evaluation. Peace Walker, on the other hand, has to make its retaliation decisions autonomously. So it's set up to automatically receive the same data as NORAD through covert channels. Those channels were also used on the test platform to telemeter the AI's decision-making. Peace Walker reversed the system to transmit a fake warning about incoming nuclear missiles outside the usual exercise schedule. I mean, the system could have used better safeguarding. Nobody's going to argue with that. But cracking the AI? That seemed unimaginable. And you can see what happened.
Oh, I still can't get over him talking about Santa Claus. Like, what?
Hello? Snake? Mon chéri?
You been drinking, Cecile?
Can't you please do something about this pest?
Who?
Monsieur Miller!
What's he done now?
Wine.
Wine?
He said he thought the soldiers might tire of having beer all the time. So he's brought in some wine instead. And then he gave me a bunch.
Well, that was nice of him.
But the past 2 years have been bad for French wine. Perhaps it is the bad weather we have had. But whatever the case, I told him the last thing you want to be drinking right now is French wine.
Well, California and Chile have good wine too.
But then he goes and stocks the pantry with nothing but French wine from 72. The stuff is a disaster. Then he says, "Come on, Cecile, have a taste of the old country." I had a terrible feeling about it, so I decided just to taste it at first. And then again. And then a few more times.
Just like anybody.
But when you do a tasting, don't you usually spit the wine out?
But bottle after bottle, nothing but garbage. Absolute garbage. Not one half-decent bottle in the whole lot. Taste of the old country, he says.
Sorry to hear that.
I cannot believe this. What will we do with all this wine?
The guys aren't too picky when it comes to taste.
You sound just like Monsieur Miller.
Monsieur Miller.
When I complained, he simply said, "As long as it gets the job done." You people are such culinary savages. Allez to vous faire voir. Somebody take me back to Paris, please.
I think you've had a little too much, Cecile.
Oh, we get another one.
You seem like a very, how do I put this, uninhibited woman.
You think so?
Oh, so
I am
she's
no
not
different
drunk.
from other Parisian women. Not since May 1968.
May 1968. The general strike that almost brought down the president?
Right. But it was more than just a strike. It started with the student movement at Strasbourg University in '66. They did not want anything from the country, but instead sought reform at the school. That helped ignite a fire in the hearts of scores of dissatisfied young people. And the movement spread all over France. It was more than just opposition to Vietnam and the de Gaulle administration. People also called for free love and the breaking away from other old values. Looking back, I am not sure what the main goal really was. But whatever the case, it was more of a young people's movement than a strike or a protest.
So, it was like the hippies or something?
In some ways, perhaps. But we weren't blinded by mysticism, nor did we seek a return to nature.
I see. So, while they wanted to retreat to their closed communes...
We tried to change the world. And in doing so, we learned that when everyone comes together, it can be done.
You had a lot more success. In America, hippies have just become a social problem, while I hear Japan's student movements crashed and burned.
I wonder what was different.
Good question. I'd like to know myself.
Okay. And that's it for Cecilia, right? All right. Strangelove has a bunch of stuff. Okay. She's got a lot of stuff. I will leave her for next episode. So we will probably it'll probably be a 3-part ending. So thank you guys so much for watching the Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker series. This will be the end of, you just heard me say it all, but this will be the end of the actual story series, I assume. I'm not too sure how much main story was left. There was only 3 side missions available. One was the date with Paz, but I think this concludes the Metal Gear Solid series, or Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker story. And chapter 5 will just be all epilogue stuff. So these last 2 episodes have been the end, and next episode will be epilogue. So for any of y'all that don't want to watch me go through all of these and stuff like that, or just want to see, or were just wanting me to see the ending of Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, then you can stop here. But please go and watch the epilogue. It will help me out. It does. I love you so much if you do go and watch it. But we will be starting Peace Walker. I mean, not Peace Walker. We'll be starting 5. And I am so excited for this. I'm sorry if I just don't know what to say, because I'm still going to be playing this game for one more episode. So it's not like the end, but it's the end of the story. We just have one more episode. I love you. Please subscribe so you can be notified when Metal Gear Solid 5 starts. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be right after. So this episode will come out after one more Uncharted. And then after one more Uncharted, after this one, will be Metal Gear Solid 5. So a little bit. I love you. I'm just rambling, and I will see you in the next one.